So that's my coffee and oatmeal water right there, ready to go. I'll let the twig stove burn out on its own.
I have a visitor. Good morning, bird. You a raven or a crow? No, you're not a crow. Maybe you are a crow. You're really big. He stands about 8 inches tall. Maybe he's calling for backup because I'm giving him a hard time. Ooh, I'm not sure if I caught that. A chipmunk just ran up to that bird and almost ate it. Jesus, that's loud. You've really grown accustomed to people, haven't you? Wonder if anything bigger than you has gotten accustomed to people yet. Yes, I'm talking to you.
So I'm messing around with the new camera. So far everything you've seen has been from my main camera that I've had for years. I wanted to go up to a waterproof camera, so I got this $60 Vivitar camera from Walmart, which you might see behind me here. I got it mounted on a pole, and then that pole is secured to the kayak using one of the fishing rod holders. Anyway, I'm just going to play around with it a bit today, see if I like it, see if I can get any interesting angles. And I will try not to just put it underwater because it can go underwater. You know what I mean? I keep seeing the shots underwater of nothing, it's just underwater. It's not quite an impulse purchase because I've been eyeing it up for about a year. I finally got it, and other than it being waterproof, there doesn't really seem to be much special about it. I'm going to wait and see what happens to the quality of the footage when I get it back, when I get it back home. Anyway, I think I'm just doing some B-rolls with it right now. We'll just do some little cut-in shots and paddling and stuff. I'll show you how I have it rigged up. So there's the tripod that this camera usually sits on, and I just have a broom handle here with the other camera out on the end. I think what I'll do is I'll put some clamps here and here, make them adjustable so that I can really wrench it down, because it's pretty wobbly as it is right now. Oh, I'm not able to get it stable again. See what I mean? I definitely like the action cam. The ability to do this. It gives me a different angle. and I'm not afraid if I, tip it or splash it or anything like that. That's alright. The downside is it's probably not going to record sound very well, if at all, while it's in that plastic housing. So yesterday afternoon, as I was unloading my car, filling with my gear, packing the kayak, and going about my business, and all of a sudden I hear Solo Lesta. Turn around, and there's a couple out returning from a trip. Recognized me immediately, I guess. I wasn't even talking. Just recognized my gear, I guess. Anyway, so they enjoyed the channel and gave me a heads up about Head Creek, that it's apparently impassable. They were waist deep in mud. Fortunately, I'd already planned not to go that way. I'm going to do the double devil staircase instead. Well, end of the road. Just shy of the portage. I'm going to get from here to there. Time to get the feet wet. So far it's mostly sand. Not too bad. Let's see how this goes. Getting a little mucky now. Oh, that's mucky. Oh, that's really mucky. Oh, lost a shoe. Crap, lost both shoes. This is going to be bad. Well, that was only a little awful. Now I got to find access to water so I can clean this. Okay, so we're off on the mucky portage here. This is my first shot with sound with the new camera, and so I just sort of talking my way through it here, more or less as a sound check than anything else. And I think I've already lost which way I'm supposed to go. This way. Ooh. Pretty mucky. Oh, yeah. You gotta see this. Alright. The worst is over. There we are. On with the portage. I'm gonna try one of these Cliff Bars. Never had one. I've heard people say they love them, and I've heard people say they hate them. Oh wow. Pretty dense, whatever it is. This one is cool mint chocolate. Not bad. It's certainly heavy. Oh wow. Those are all the extra, when the nutritional guys do all this extra stuff on the bottom here. Well, most of it's in milligrams. Sounds like marketing to me. But it's got no cholesterol. It's got a bit of fat. Lots of fiber. Potassium.
Sodium's only 7%. Not bad.
Okay, starting the big portage from Little Coon into Whatnot. This one's called the Double Devil Staircase. My knee has been giving me trouble for a while. It was particularly bad over the past few days, but I wasn't going to say anything to anyone, because the first thing people suggest is, well, maybe you shouldn't portage through Algonquin Park. But I needed this trip. You have to look after your mind and your body. Well, I'm having lunch right now, and I'm just reviewing the map here, and I've got, I'm sitting at the beginning of this 425 meter portage, and you know, I'm the one who planned this route, but I'm looking at an 8, possibly a 165, probably a 165, and then a 1460, although I'm told this is mostly downhill. And I'm feeling kind of bummed out about it. I'm really tired. It's noon. I've only been on the water since probably, I don't know, 8-ish. You know, I have plenty of time to do this, but man, I'm tired and I don't want to do it. Here comes a group following me, and looks like they've caught up to me. So I think while I sit here and have lunch, I'd better clear the way. I'm kind of occupying a lot of this portage head. So I'm just on the 800 meter between McGarvey and Lemon. I've brought my pack about halfway-ish. And I head back for the kayak. And feeling a lot better about the day. I'm doing quite well. I'll definitely make Louisa by supper time. And you know, I'm on the downhill slope of the day, and if you know what I mean. There are fewer portages in front of me than there are behind me. That's what I mean. And that's it. I'm just enjoying the day.
Russell, is it yours?
That's what we call an Algonquin traffic jam. So I'm not really recording much here while I go through all these portages. They're hard, they're muddy, they're hilly. Just as I was eating lunch there, I was kind of bummed out about just the route for the day, I guess. And you know, got a bite to eat and feeling alright. And then a couple of a group passed me there, and so just a little 2 or 3 minute chat about, you know, where are you headed? Oh yeah, I'm headed here, there. And then you know, I felt a little better. Well, I'll just put into this fine mess here, That there's all mud. I guess you'd sink right in. I came along this, what was probably a beaver dam, and I'm going to launch into this. Now the trouble is, I don't know if this is a foot deep or an inch deep, but there were people coming in the opposite direction, so people have got through this today. Come on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh boy. Oh, it's mucky. Oh. Moving forward. Come on. I'm getting a free ride across North Grice here for a little bit. I'm gonna go take it. It's about 4 o'clock. So I think I'll make it to Lake Louisa by supper time. Have supper at 7. It's 10 to 7. That portage took a very long time. It took a lot out of me. I'm not in good space. It's been a long, hard day. I'm exhausted. And I'm on probably the biggest lake of my trip. And like a fool, I saved it to the end of the day. And I gotta find a campsite. It looks like the wind is up, so right now I got a lot going against me. I need to calm down, I need to get a drink, a snack, and just be cool. That's where I'm at right now. I'm full of anxiety. That's what's going on. I'm losing control of my fine motor skills. I had a tough time with zippers and buttons and little carabiners. I had a tough time. That's what's going on. I'm full of anxiety right now. I need to find a way to get a grip on this. And not just right now. But out there as well. Home. Work. I've chosen to err on the side of caution here. Like I said, what I need is calm. So there's 2 paths I could take up Louisa. One is if I keep to the right, it takes me out to a point that's getting battered by the waves, and there's a campsite there right away. Failing that, there's several more campsites nearby, but it's all in that open water. It's getting beaten down by the waves. Or if I take the left, I might get a lot of this. I might get a lot of shelter, but I'm a couple kilometers before I see a campsite, and then another kilometer before I see another one. So, remembering back to my first trip on Opiongo, I think I'm doing the right thing here. And if I set up camp in the dark, well, I'll deal with that. And finally, I found a site, and a beauty of a site it is too. Nice and open. I mean, the sun is setting over there, but you know, look at this view I have here. The islands there, awesome. And what a starry night it's going to be too. Found my perch for the night. Someone made this lovely little rock bench here. This is great. I tell you, with the firewood and everything here, And what I've been through today almost brings me to tears, I tell you. It's been an up and down day, and the last several hours have been awful. Anyway, that. Dinner tonight is Mr. Noodles and a seasoned plastic dish of tuna, which you can either heat or serve cold. I put it in these Mr. Noodles. Now this looks disgusting, but it is absolutely wonderful. This is lemon pepper tuna in Mr. Noodles. Hammock is hung. Fire's on the go. I've already burned up all my garbage. Got a little snack I'm going to finish off later on. And then of course the supper and the food bag rope is way off in the bush there somewhere. And I'll just hang the bag later. I'm not sure if you can hear there, but across onto the island there's a large group of kids. One of the Pathfinders or something like that. And you know, they're hooting and hollering, they're having a good time. And you know, I thought I would find it annoying, and I don't. I find it oddly comforting. Now there's people there. They're over there. They're not bothering me, but they're there. Today when I was on the portaging, just before lunch I was starting to feel kind of down there, and a group of people came by and we stopped, chatted a bit, and I felt better. But then I went on my own way. I don't know if how much I should read into that. You know, I mean, will this be the end of solo Lesta? Will I become tandem Lesta after this? I don't know. I don't think so. But it gives me pause. So I'm all tucked away here on night 2. It certainly has been a day of ups and downs. I was very down before I got to the site, and once I got things going, got a good meal into me, and had a little fire, I'm feeling much better. We'll see what tomorrow brings.